Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sleazy P for the week of November 6th, giving you the new releases. What we got this week coming out? We got Arthur Christmas. His name's Arthur. He's into Christmas. Sounds like a movie. We got 360. Just how I love my ladies. All the way around. We got Even in the Rain. You know the things I do in the rain. We got Fire with Fire. Just like I lay down by the fire. We got I Wish You'd Come to the Fire, even the rain. Then we got Trishna. I knew a girl named Trishna. I can't even talk about her on the air. That's what I'm saying. And then finally, we got Your Sister's Sister, who I know very well. Very well. And that is your releases for the week. Tune in next week where Sleazy P will always be. Until I'm not. Bye-bye.
Okay. Welcome to episode 122 of River Bottom Bandits. We're back in this place, in a different room now.
Yeah,
Club
just
Cool.
relaxing on the couch.
Club Cool. Keep it cool with the coffee cup.
Oh, sorry.
This is the
I feel like I'm Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. I watched that with my parents when it was pretty new on VHS.
Wow.
Is that weird?
We're going to ask questions about movies. Why don't we start it off with Blondie?
Well, no, I mean, we should start off with the most important release of the
Our
week.
hottest release is a Friday release, November 9th.
Yep.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
All right, I'm going to
Go for it, Bandit.
I'm going to get right into the questions. My first question. We've all seen 5 Batmans. Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, and Christian Bale. How many Spider-Mans are you willing to see?
3.
We're at 2.
Yeah, I'll take 1 more. That's it.
3. I mean, it depends on who they get.
I
I never
tried
even
watching
saw
that.
Batman and Robin. So you're wrong. I haven't seen George Clooney. as-
We've all
as
seen
Batman.
them. We've all seen them. This is a two-parter, guys.
Oh, okay.
Costumes, lots of them, none of them. What do you think? What? I mean, you've got this costume, you've got that costume. How do you think they're going to do better this time with Spider-Man?
Oh, with his costume?
Yeah.
I think it looks cooler already based on what I've seen. And there's the fact that in this one he has to build his own web shooters. Yeah, because for what I've read on the back. So yeah, I think so. I
So you like the costume?
I like the costume.
I want there to be more movies with less costumes. Like, I think we should strive to, more and more nudity in films.
Well, that was sort of the second part. None of them?
No costumes at all.
Right. It's more fashion than functionality, is what I'm getting from you.
Might slow him down a little bit if he's in a free fall.
I think even from a fashion standpoint, it kind of looks bad.
Cool.
Only one way to find out for sure is
Cool. Final question.
okay.
Do you think it's ironic that the director's last name is Webb, or do you think it's fake?
I don't know if it's. I don't technically know the definition of ironic. Marks love summertime. It's a known fact. Everyone named Mark loves summer.
Okay, so what I think...
Does that have to do with your theory about how names
Make the person.
make the person?
Yeah.
Like they're like every Mark loves summertime, every Andrew is not cool.
Not cool.
Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah.
The
Amazing Spider-Man. Check it out.
We're gonna go with Your Sister's Sister.
Let's just move it like this.
The new Mumblecore film starring Mark Duplass,
Big fan.
Emily Blunt, and Rosemary
Big fan.
DeWitt. Big fan. I'm a big fan of all three. I'm gonna just say it. Well, I just mentioned the word Mumblecore, so I'm gonna start with my last question which is, as the only person here who knows the definition of the word Mumblecore, I'm gonna ask you both. What's Mumblecore?
Never really known. I assume it's movies where people mumble a lot. But that's what I think it is.
Bandit?
I've always assumed that, it just kind of mumbles on and on and on and Sometimes it's awesome and sometimes it's not. Most of the
People
time,
talking like they talk in real life, so that's the mumble thing. Next question. So I'm just gonna we're gonna leave mumblecore undefined here.
I don't know why I became the bad guy here. I'm sitting here listening, really enjoying the conversation. Andrew, don't listen to that.
All right, next question. Emily Blunt, what do you think? Is it unpatriotic for British people or Australians to adopt these American accents and play American people?
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Please.
I didn't want. Were you going to say something?
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
There have been times where I've thought about it, and it's like there's plenty of good American actors out there. Why are our jobs going to these foreigners?
Okay. You don't like that.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just like I don't understand why. I mean, the same thing happens. Like, why do they get like here 3:10 to Yuma, Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, both not Americans, playing cowboys in the Old West. Kind of feels like a slap in the face, but I like the movie.
You really touch on a sensitive subject with this.
I know, no, I asked the right question here.
I've never thought of it before.
I've thought about it, but I have had the thought before.
My actual follow-up question is going to be Spike or Giles. Like, you've got a British person playing a British person, and then you've got an American playing a British person, and who's cooler, Spike or Giles? And does it have anything to do with their actual nationality?
They're both pretty cool. Yeah, that's a tough one. It really is a tough one because James Marsters does a really good British accent.
Mm-hmm.
Giles sounds like a jerk because it sounds like he's too cool for everybody. Spike's a cool guy, kind of guy that'd stick up for you in a fight.
He would.
I don't watch Buffy. He's a demon. You said the Buffy reference. Ooh, you sit this one out, but I knew it was Buffy the whole time.
Well, okay, here's what cheeses me off. It's like, you want to know the reason why they get these British people to play Americans? It's because we as Americans feel like, oh, British actors are so much better than Americans, and like they've got all that Shakespeare and this British TV, which is so much better than American TV because they're all British and talking with it's Americans. It's Americans with inferiority complexes. That's what's responsible.
Disagree. I disagree because you made up an example of the dude from House, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know he was British. You found out after a certain point, and you were like, "Oh, he's cool, but he's British."
Yeah.
So my instinct is that most people don't even pay attention to where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
When you have pop hits from across the pond, when British people sing, they don't sing with an accent.
Not all,
Unless you're Billy Bragg.
Well, sure, some of them do, but some Americans sing with like Southern accents and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So, does it bother you that they sing without an accent?
No, because they're not pretending to be American. They're not pretending to be American, all right?
All right, here's my last question for you, Bandit.
Yes.
Mark Duplass and Jason Segel, are they interchangeable? What does it mean? Okay, here's the question I want to ask. When Mark Duplass chooses to have Jason Segel play him in a movie, what does that signify? Like, when it's Jason Segel playing Mark Duplass rather than Mark Duplass playing Mark Duplass, what does it mean?
I was thinking the character just needed to be a little taller, so that's why they got Jason Segel.
Is he's his dream height?
Yeah, like, I really wish I was a little bit taller and more cuddly looking, so let's get Jason Segel in here.
He's a softer looking Mark Duplass. So, yeah.
This question's for you. Who's cooler, Jason Segel in How I Met Your Mother or Mark Duplass in The League?
Jason Segel in How I Met Your Mother.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just their family's really cool, and he's just a really nice guy, and he's married to Willow.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but not in real life. Was Lyndon Price?
Who actually guest stars on How I Met Your Mother every so often.
Really?
I saw.
Role. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a newscaster with that Robin Colby Smulders.
Yeah, you could just leave. Wait, no, this question's for you. Bandit, come back here. Your sister's sister.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Alright, so was that all your questions?
I'm done, yeah.
Alright,
I got 3. You've got like 20 questions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to go through and pick my faves, but fire with fire.
Straight to video.
Straight to video. So, oh, okay. Sorry, my handwriting's kind of bad sometimes. Who would you rather cruise with? Josh Duhamel or Bruce Willis?
Next question.
All right.
Josh Duhamel, right?
What is your favorite 50 Cent movie? Alright, I don't care about fireman movies. Josh Duhamel plays a fireman. Do you guys?
It's like real drama. It's like it's not like rich fancy people getting involved in rich fancy dramas and like there's some serial killer shows up and things get out of control. It's like real people dealing with real stuff.
Right.
And it's not
But what about, like, for example, Frequency, which is real people dealing with real stuff?
except there you've got a guy talking to his father in the past over ham radio. What's real about that?
It sounds like a metaphor to me.
Sounds like the coolest movie
It does sound like a metaphor.
I've ever heard of.
Explain to me how you fight fire with fire.
No, there is a scientific explanation. Go ahead.
Okay, because it doesn't make any sort of sense to me when I really thought about it.
My what I think about that is
You're all wrong here.
Okay.
Fire requires oxygen to burn. Use fire to suck up the oxygen from the other fire, so that fire can't burn.
Okay. Alright, well, now I know. The second follow-up part to that question is that right?
That sounds pretty good.
It sounds
right?
good. If you didn't say that, I would have actually believed you. Alright, the second part of that question is, why did they make this movie?
People love straight-to-video action movies with big stars.
cha-ching,
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Alright, and I'll just fire off the rest of the crappy questions I came up with. How old were you when you realized Bruce Willis was the coolest?
12 years old.
12 years old.
Okay. Okay. Alright, two more quick questions.
All right.
Who's the biggest hunk in this movie?
If I was just like on a purely physical hop into bed with this guy sort of, approach to this question, I'd have to go with Josh Duhamel.
Okay. I don't care how old Bruce Willis gets, he's still a hunk.
That's the offer of a lifetime.
Talk about a decent right? And, alright, so... I just thought of one last one that you might get something good out of. The subtitle, title line, tagline is revenge has its own set of rules.
True or false?
True or false?
There's only one rule that I know as far as revenge goes, server told. What are the rules?
You got anything to add to that?
Yeah, we don't call this guy bad boy for no reason. Fire with
Fire,
fire.
Fire with
Check it
fire.
out.
Check. Fire with fire. Check it out.
Cool, that's it, right? We're good.
Free play?
Are we gonna talk about Nah, there's nothing else. There's other stuff this week, but who cares?